Watson plants in the show. Phillip is a master horticulturist. In fact, he is constantly designing gardens that are truly worthy of garden tours. In fact, he's getting ready for tours right now with some of his private clients. His own garden is a masterpiece, and one of the plants that he is most known for, in fact, I will say the plant he is most known for, are SunPatiens. Now, what you see in front of me are two plants. You're going to receive 6 plants for $5.50 a plant. Who does that? Like, look at what you can achieve for $5.50 a plant with free shipping and handling. So here's what we have for you. This is our tropical multi. You're going to get 2 of the salmon, which until this season have never been available before, 2 of the white, and then I want to say hello to Phillip because I believe he has 2 of that beautiful rose, which rounds out this collection. Hi, Phillip. How are you? Oh, perfect.
Hey, here we go. This is the first one I had ever brought to QVC all those years ago. This beautiful hot rose color. And it is hot. And the hotter it gets in the garden, the better it performs. If all you know how to do is water, you're in business.
Okay, I love, we're about to see. Okay, take a look. So Phillip's got the rose. You get that times 2. Here's your salmon times 2, white times 2. Honestly, on this set, we don't have room for 6 of these because they get so big. It's a $66 value that you're getting home for $5.50 a plant on Easy Pay. $10.99 gets it home. Free shipping and handling. And Phillip, I do want to let everyone know, if you want to go on auto delivery, we'll send the same selection out to you next year. But Phillip, walk me through, why are SunPatiens some of not only your most beautiful but reliable plants?
Well, they never stop blooming. And each plant, that means this is one, by the way, this is your little over $5 investment right here. But each plant can get 30 inches tall and 30 inches wide. So this is not even as large as it's gonna get. And they're perfectly rounded. So the genetics comes into play. They're not, ragged habit. I've not done anything to make it rounded. This is just what the one plant wants to do. And I plant mine about 2 feet apart if I've got them in the ground. If you picked up my whiskey barrels earlier in the season, one plant per pot will completely fill that up. And you just cannot find these. And by the way, this is what I'm shipping out to you with the beautiful variegated foliage on it. All of these in this tropical collection have got this great foliage. You'll find, say, an odd one here and there in hanging baskets. They're real expensive. I would rather start off with this size, which grows quite rapidly, and be able to spread it around in my garden in containers or in the ground.
Well,
it just delivers.
Garden. Take a look. This is Phillip's garden. And front and center, and this first picture you're going to see, front and center, these are the SunPatiens. Now, Phillip, you said each one of those giant mounds of flowers is just one plant.
That's correct. That's one plant, and that's what mine looked like at the end of July. So they get going. They'll do fine in hot baking sun. They'll also do fine in just morning sun. They'll do fine in high canopy shade. And when they're massed out in the ground, that's the look you can have. That's what I do for my clients in Connecticut. I've got some in containers around the pool, but in the beds, I have it this way.
And those are the colors you get, right? I see that rose, I see that salmon, I see that white. That's exactly what you're getting, the collection. 6 of these plants. Wow, 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 wow,
so you get six plants, and each one, again, 30 inches by 30 inches once it gets going. And there is nothing that's going to deliver more color with as little care as this. All you have to do is keep them watered. I do fertilize mine when I plant them. I fertilize them mid-season, and I fertilize them again on Labor Day. And that way you can maximize how the size and the amount of blooms that you're going to get. But they go to town. That is the tropical rose, and that's at my back door. And I've got the first one you see is in the container. You see the container. The next one is in the ground. It appears to be in a container, but they're the same level. That it's an illusion, and that's what I did there to make it appear to be level.
Oh my gosh, is that pretty?
It was fun.
Those variegated leaves are as pretty as the flowers themselves. These are just absolutely stunning. Each plant ends up being $5.50 a piece. That is hard to beat. Shipping for free. Phillip.
Yes.
SunPatiens.
And the more sun that you put these tropical SunPatiens, and the more pronounced that variegation is. You see that one on the left-hand side is in really, really baking sun, so the leaf goes almost totally golden. It just lights up the garden. Think about what's in your garden now. Most plants just have green foliage. If you've got these hot blooms and the golden foliage, and look at the one. By the way, that one gets a little bit larger than the other ones, quite big. They're great in containers, as we're showing here. They're also wonderful in the ground or at the front of the border. Because they're not leggy, you can put them right at the front of your flower border and they'll be color all the way to the ground. Fabulous foliage on the most reliable and most desirable annual I have ever had.
And if you want some great fertilizer, I'll show you Phillip's time release fertilizer. So you do it 3 times, beginning, mid, and end of season. But they are absolutely spectacular. In fact, I'll show it to you right now. So this time release fertilizer, it's actually perfect for the SunPatiens. 4 easy payments of $5 and change, ships for free. It's $22 because you don't have to mix this with water. Now I'm not doing a whole fertilizer presentation, but I do want to highlight this because I use this fertilizer personally. I love it. You just mix it in the plants when you plant them, and then you can sprinkle it in. So you're not mixing and stirring. It's awesome. It also ships for free. Here's how your and you can call and get that. Here's how your SunPatiens are going to ship. You might find them already having flowers on them. And then, Phillip, let's talk about how fast these are going to grow, because from the time I get them home until I'm looking at these mounds, we're just really talking about, you know, this is, I guess, mid-July, right?
That's correct. And then they just get bigger. And when other people's gardens are being hired in August and September, these are just absolutely tearing it up. And when other people are planting those horrible fall chrysanthemums, you've got these. I'll take these any day.
So you don't love a chrysanthemum, I take it. Phillip, I was like, these will actually greet your trick-or-treaters. Even if you live someplace where it gets cold, as long as you haven't had a hard freeze, these will keep going. Even the first little bit of a frost, they'll stick around. But they are amazing. You're getting 6 of them, 2 salmon, 2 white, and then 2 of this beautiful rose. So those are your 3 colors. Loads of plants, $5.50 a piece. And the time release fertilizer also available. Phillip, you know I love seeing you. Thank you so much for bringing these to us.
Thank you, Sandra. Great pleasure.
I always